What's up, people? This is episode 119, Sunday Sessions with Rich podcast, man. If you're new to my show, welcome. Episodes are dropped every single freaking Sunday, man. On today's episode, I have to do a part two with our amazing co-host. Jalisa is the host of Side Effect Podcast, a dope-ass podcast exposing the truth. And I realize people who speak the truth get a lot of flack because they keeping it fucking real. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks.
Now, I know I get new people on, so I'll give you a little mini red carpet, but let us know who you are and what you got going on.
Okay, I am Jalisa Danielle. I host a podcast called The Side Effects, where I just like to expose. I don't want to say expose, that sounds really like investigative journalist, but I like to show like the other side of things, no matter what it is. I can remain objective to like both people's points of views, but I like to show both sides of everything.
No, you got to, because we was talking about this before we hit record. Because a lot of your tweets, and the thing is, people just sensitive as hell. But I realized being on Twitter is that if you go against something, even people read things out of context. Like you could tweet something and somebody have a whole different they read it completely different than what you meant. It's like, bro, that's not how I was saying it.
Yeah, they're adding extra words. That's what I was. Well, okay. So what do you want to talk about? All my viral tweets.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do. I mean, obviously, I know people who follow me have big followings, but how it reaches like so many people when my account doesn't have nearly as many followers as like some other people, like that's crazy. But are we going to talk about specific tweets? Because I got several.
Pull them up, put the receipts up.
I think the first like big one, oh man, there's actually been a couple of them. I'd say the biggest ones were like ones me tweeting about Oprah. That I think they had like 90,000 likes.
What was they saying?
Oh, because it said like she stayed in her home for 322 days.
Because of the whole, yeah.
And then I quote tweeted it and I just said, oh, it wasn't because of the ankle monitor. Like I just like it'd be just like one line, one sentence, 2-3 words, and then it just goes and then goes. I don't know if it's the sarcasm. I don't know how they go and do the numbers that they do, but this most recent one, this Ukraine Vogue photo shoot.
I saw that.
That just went crazy. It had like last time I checked, because I muted it, of course.
You got to
121,000 likes.
God damn.
But I was like, I had all kinds of people like coming at me. So, that's where I'm at right now.
And that's nuts. Because it's like, because we was talking about this. It's just, you just calling shit out. And even if you're not calling stuff out, it's just talking about how we're being deceived in certain things. And I don't get it. I feel like we was talking too, like Twitter got a lot of freaking bots. So I don't know if you like, are you, not you in general, but like, are you arguing with a robot spam bot, or is it a real person? Like, you never freaking know.
Yeah, because some people do have accounts that they want to remain anonymous. So I'm pretty sure they keep, those are like defaulted usernames.
Yeah.
So I think some people keep them just to stay anonymous. I mean, I've seen people say, oh, my job or this or that. And it's like, whatever. But I have seen videos of like you see somebody with like 30 phones connected to one like board, and they're just tweeting, and it's going out with all these different accounts. So I just ignore the majority of. I mean, I read them.
Hey, we gotta get you on Zuby podcast too, because I saw you
we be talking about it, and he tripping. I'm gonna tell him, you tripping. Like, what's taking so long?
Zuby, if you watching this, bro, you gotta get her on, man. Now that's gonna break some shit right there.
I don't know if he's ready. He already gets backlash. I don't know if he's ready for more backlash.
It'll be crazy. He was in Chicago. I think it was like last month, and it's like a small group went out, meeting, just chatting shit. Mm-hmm. And Zuby a cool ass freaking dude, man. Cool ass.
I've seen so many crazy I met him up when he was shooting for his book that he put out, a children's book. Damn. And I mean, we've talked, we sat down together, and people's like comments about him. I mean, obviously I don't know him like that, but I mean,
Yeah.
I've had a sat in conversation. Like I can feel people's energies and read, or I know if you're
If you fool or
suspect.
not.
It don't matter
Yeah.
who you, how many followers you got, or who you are. Like, so when I read the
Energy
comments,
don't
I'm
lie.
like, yeah, and I'm like, what the heck? People are like,
And
you're
they,
a this, you're a that. I'm like,
bro, I'm just helping people. I'm just helping because it'd be that I don't know. Because I was asking him too, and he had posed a great question. I was like, how do you deal with all the hate? And he's like, bro, you should be asking me how do I do with all the love? I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
damn.
I mean, it's the messages that are like in support outweigh
Big
definitely
facts.
the type of messages I've been getting the past couple days.
Big facts. So how's the? Because I know, are you done with teaching for the school year, or are you just done? Oh, okay.
I
I'll take
can't.
that. I'll take that part out. My bad. My bad.
No, it
But
doesn't. I mean, like at this point, I don't care. Whatever. I did. Well, I mean, yeah, if you can take it out, but
yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
um, I did end up taking a job teaching journalism, which I was
Damn.
very surprised because I taught yearbook last year just for like one class period, and the lady who worked for that company, I was telling her like I'm done with teaching. I hate doing this. Like it wasn't the subject. It was like, well, it was I was doing special ed in history, and it was like kind of boring. It was just getting like teaching history,
I can't teach history, especially if you know
like
it's a lie.
I know. So I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't teach this anymore. So I told her and I said, my dream job when I first got into teaching was to do journalism and to teach yearbook, newspaper, photography,
That's
those type of things.
wild.
So she found me a job in another school district. And I told the principal, I was like, I don't want to teach anymore. Like I'm telling you. And he's like,
Yeah.
you got one more year in you. You got one more year in you. I was like, I'm telling you now. And like they called my references, they called my old principal. We had a lot of beef last year. And I asked them, like, what did y'all tell him? Like, oh, we told him you don't like to wear a mask and you don't like to do this. And I was like, okay, well, good. Because if it comes back around, they're gonna know I'm not gonna wear one. So
Exactly. You letting them know, setting
yeah,
the standards.
I just let them know ahead of time. Like they know him. He's like, I told him you're very opinionated and you don't
Yep.
back down and blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, good. And they still hired me, so whatever.
Y'all help me
Suppose
out.
supposedly it's a more conservative district. They let the mask go like a long time ago. So
Okay.
but yeah, I'll be doing photography and newspaper.
That's gonna be amazing. I'm curious, like,
I'm excited to show them my stories. Like, look
hell
at
yeah, I know you are.
it.
I'm curious to see like how, because like this is something that is a passion of yours, right? Something that you wanted to do when you first started. So I'm like curious to see like how all this is gonna manifest to like even more amazing heights that you can even imagine right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna post anything. I'm not gonna post like my school,
Nah,
nothing about student. I'm not gonna post any of that because I'm I know they're gonna find it if I show them
yeah.
my Twitter and stuff. I know they're gonna find it, but I won't post it like I had been before. And for the longest time, I mean, I worked at my last school for 7 years and people had no idea I was even a teacher. So I
Damn.
was like, oh, unless I obviously I said it, but I never
Yeah.
wrote anything or posted anything to like show them where they like some people would post in the shirt, the school name, and here's the school. And I mean, I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do all that.
OV. Are you go I'm curious. So you've been peeps. Okay, so one thing I'm realizing people ain't peeping is like the correlation between like this whole monkeypox shit and like the whole chickenpox. Like people are freaking out about the whole bumps. Have you seen pictures of like what it quote unquote look
Oh
like?
yeah, they're disgusting.
Nasty as
I would
fuck.
cry and I would never come out of my house
N-
ever again.
no, no. But they talk. I don't know this whole thing. When I think of monkeypox, I just think you go turn into a monkey because I just feel like these names they giving up is just like I don't know.
Well, they're just like there's a lot of animal, bird flu, swine flu, chicken pox, monkey pox. I mean,
Like what's going on here? Show me that. No.
I mean, and we saw the correlation between that and the HIV blisters,
Yeah,
and yeah, so
yeah. I'm seeing people still like in a fear based mindset.
mhm.
No, and I'm like, look, yeah, I don't want nobody want to get that shit, but y'all
But how
just
are you
like,
getting it though?
yeah. I don't know. I just feel like people still ain't questioning a lot of shit. Like I was having a conversation with a coworker. Oh, can I say that? No, I'll take that statement back too.
Someone.
Someone, and they were just saying about all the like, they many shots and shit that they took, and they still fearful. And I'm like, in my head, I ain't say this, but I'm like, how are you still fearful when you got like these 30 shots?
Yeah.
Shouldn't that be the opposite?
I've seen my timeline. I know somebody in particular who posts all the time, and they follow me. They respond to some things that I post, like, but if it's
Yeah.
like about, some artist or some 3D type stuff. So you see my content, you got
Yeah.
the shot, and you're still like, oh
Yeah.
no, monkeypox, oh no, I'm so scared. When everyone, like, everything I post, I'm like trying to tell you, live your life. Like, it's not a thing. It's only a thing if you make it a thing.
People don't get that. I just think too, like, when did you know? Okay, let me ask you, because I feel like common sense ain't common. When did you know shit ain't adding up? Like, what's just like the
Wait, from COVID or
this
from
from this whole pandemic shit, COVID, monkeypox? It's like shit. This one you knew, like shit is bullshit.
before well, March was like the month that it was like a really announced, but just like in January, I had, and I've told this a couple of times, but I sent out a text to my parents and my sister, that everything that's going to happen is for a vaccine like mandate for everyone. But this was January 2020, and then they were like, oh. And I was like, and I like to I screenshot, and I'm like, I like to show y'all. I told y'all about this because
Hey,
when I went to Europe that 2 months later in March 2020, and then everyone's like, get out of there, go home, come
yo,
home. I was like, no, I'm
you're
enjoying my
crazy.
vacation. I'm gonna be
Like,
home on my vacation.
cool with that. No, that's funny as hell. So I was in the UK during the pandemic too, like when it first popped off. My family was telling me the same shit. They're like, "You're going on the plane?" I'm like, "Yeah, my life ain't stopping, bro."
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
What month or when were you there?
So this was last. When was this? 'Cause I was out there for 6 months. This was. I left last August. I was there from August to about August, September, October, November, December, January, to about March this year.
Mm.
And then yeah, it was just wild. Like even experiencing out there, like for example, like I feel like in America they're a lot more like with the whole mask thing. The mask police out here is they intimidate. It's like police, like security officers, like put your mask on. Like, where's your
Wait,
mask?
here?
Yeah, here.
That's in Chicago. Oh
Hey,
my
that is
gosh,
that
that's
is.
the worst. Chicago's the
Hey, don't
worst.
come in my city like that, man. Even
I'm
though it's
telling you, when I
true.
went there, I was like, I'll never, like, the last time I went, I said I'm never coming back here ever again. I
Wait,
hated it.
when were you out here?
August 2021.
Okay, yeah, that's probably why. Nah.
Yeah. It
Couldn't
was
even
like,
couldn't even
can't
go to
do
the grocery
anything.
store. Hell
Yeah, you couldn't
no.
do anything. I was like,
Uber
I,
drive. I got reported in my Uber driver one time because I didn't have a mask on. I'm like, bro, you got one on. What are you doing?
oh my gosh.
Like,
So,
I'm just gonna give you a negative rating back. But when I was like for example, out there, like if you go into one of the grocery stores and like you'll get a lot of evil looks, like you're not protecting me.
mm,
And then they'll say, hey, we recommend you wear a mask. Well, if you recommend it or something, that don't mean I gotta do it. So I ain't gonna do it.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. I don't know. I just feel it's interesting because it's like that 2 years seems like a blimp now. Like it was like one of those deleted scenes in
Hmm.
the series or something. It's like,
Yeah. It's weird. And we talk about, well, at least when I talk about it, I feel like it was like yesterday.
that's what, come on now.
We're in this weird time. I was talking about this
Time
yesterday.
feels
We were like in this
weird.
weird time thing. It was like 2 p.m. and it felt like it was like 7, and it was so bright. I don't know, but my
Yo,
mindset felt like I was like, why is it so late out here? And I'm like, oh, it's only 2 p.m. What in the world? How long have I been awake?
you see what I'm saying?
And then there's like a lot of 90s stuff is coming back. A lot of 90s
They're like
nostalgia.
nostalgia. Can
Yeah.
we have you? who do you listen to music wise? I'm glad you brought that up because I've been peeping that too. Have you like
Um,
listen like have you like for example to go along with your statement, I realized, so I feel like it started with Drake's album. I peeped Beyonce's album is around the same
mhm.
type of thing, but then I listened to Wiz Khalifa a lot too, and this album just dropped and it's the same thing. So I'm like, damn, why?
I
What's
just
the
talked about him
correlation?
today. It's weird. So I read that house music
Love
is
house music.
used during times of like recession, to
Mm,
get people's minds distracted and to get them thinking that they're like, somewhere they're not. They can't focus on the reality.
damn. Have you seen? This makes sense. Are you familiar with the show called Inside Jobs on Netflix?
Yes. I
You,
watched like one episode and I was like, whatever.
it's this. It's the reason why I say this. Toward the end, they were talking about it was an episode where they went back in time. They was in this little small town, and there was a bunch of nostalgia, like from '90s nostalgia. So they
Mhm.
were saying like once you're in here, you're basically stuck in the loop of the nostalgia. So it made me think about that. And then because I know a lot of this shit, like with like Beyonce's cover, for example, like that little chrome horse, or just like you said, the '90s nostalgia. But are we? I know a lot of people not picking up on it, but I'm like, damn, all this isn't a coincidence. Like all these artists doing the same style.
Yeah, and I did, man, what was her name on YouTube? There's a lady I found on YouTube who talked about how we're stuck in a time loop because the people who are in control are called like loopers and they
Yeah.
don't know how to get out. That's why everything is always like a recycled something of something else. Like all these samples, TikTok
Oh
songs
yeah.
that go viral. And it's like I was sitting with a child the other day and she was watching Moesha and was like,
Classic.
Lisa, come look at this. They got a new song. Like, because like when they get older, like kind of like Sister Sister, like when they get
Yeah.
older, they change the theme song and they're like a
Yeah.
little bit more mature. So she's like, Lisa, come look at Moesha's new things. And I'm like, I already know. That this was me. I've already seen all of this. Like you think it's something new.
That's
It's like,
crazy.
and so like these children are liking like all this stuff that we like.
Damn.
I know a lot of kids
Damn.
that are like they like 90s stuff, retro
They like
90s.
that Rugrats, all that kind of
Yeah, yeah.
Nickelodeon shit. Damn, that
And
makes
or they're
sense.
rebooting a lot of old shows.
It kind of makes sense, like why they reboot old shows and old movies. It
Mhm,
keeps you trapped in that time, not timeline, but keeps you stuck.
mhm.
Damn, that's crazy. Because how
So
many
you
times
can't.
are they gonna make like these Batman movies and all this other shit? There's only so much
That's
we
all
can.
it is. That's all it is
That's fucking nuts.
redoing it over and over again.
That's nuts. That's fucking nuts. I wonder, because I've been, how did you feel? Like, for example, how did you feel today? Like, I feel either this year is going by quick or some, it's like, because you mentioned something about time, and time just feel really weird. I just feel like we're on an alternate timeline, like we're not supposed to be on something, like something fell off.
Well, yesterday I went to an arcade and
Love arcades.
I felt like I felt like I was back in like the 90s, the 80s. Like I was
Crazy.
looking around at everybody. It was really weird. I was looking around at people and I'm just like, I don't feel the chaos and the problems that I feel like when I look at my phone and see all this craziness. But then like
Yeah.
then you look at reality when you're out of the phone, it's like, huh, it's not like what we think. It's so dramatized online and it's happening in this world, but it's not the same.
Like, like it's happening, but it's not happening. Like you can be on Twitter and it could say the world's ending, but like you look outside and you see a girl playing with a brother outside. It's like, well, where,
Yeah,
where's this
yeah,
world ended at? But it just, I just think unless you know like the power of your subconscious, or you're being hijacked
mhm.
from uh, not the crap, not the puppet handlers. It was this I saw it was this person I saw on TikTok, and he made this awesome suggestion with the powers. Oh, powers that were. That's what it was. Instead of saying the powers that be, he said the
Mm-hmm.
powers that were, because it takes your power back, because they're
Mm-hmm.
not controlling us unless you had them control us. But anybody who's listening to this, like, if you could just understand, bro, like the power that your subconscious holds, and that these media people, they will hijack your shit to
Mm-hmm.
create the reality for them. That's why, like, for example, my mom, she'll say, "Oh, did you watch the news today?" Like, no, why would I watch the news?
Yeah.
So if you watch the news, you basically saying, please program my reality. I'm begging you.
I look at it because I'm gonna have to look at it now. I'm really gonna have
Oh
to
yeah,
look
you
at
go.
it, but I'm really gonna have to look at it. But I look at like just how they report things and like that's so.
Come
And
on, man.
I get it. When you write something, you're gonna write from a little biased perspective, especially if you choose the topic, if you choose to talk about somebody you really like you're gonna write it in a way that
With
favors
passion.
you in your opinion. Yeah, but
Yeah.
some stuff I'm just like, you didn't have to write it like that. Like all the articles I saw about me, I'm just like, you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to do that. You
Only
didn't have to.
thing, funny part is it's showing you love at the same time, because they still bringing attention towards you. So you can say all the shit that you want, but guess what? The person they go be curious. They go,
Yeah, they're gonna look
search.
anyways. I mean, I've done it plenty of times. Every time I read something, go to their page or whatever. It's just, it's inevitable. I don't know what's going on. Like, why me? And I told that journalist, I said, just let me write what I want to write and keep scrolling. You don't have to comment.
Yeah, you
But I
ain't.
will do this interview.
You're damn fucking right. It's I don't know. It's why people just so fucking just soft with like information. Like if it resonates with you, cool. If it doesn't, move on. That's
Except if it's pedophilia,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
some
yeah.
crazy stuff, like a lot of stuff, like I just, but if it has to do with something that I deal with directly, then I will speak because I have to be in that world.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
don't
be
have
in
to be
that
in that
room.
world, then whatever. If you want to, you know, whatever, then do that. But sometimes I'm like, no. Like, did you see the video that was going viral of the event that they had here in Houston? What is it called? Swim Thick one.
No. What was that? No.
Okay. So there is an event here. And I'm somebody who talks a lot about promoting like the body positive movement that I don't
Yeah.
feel like I think it's very harmful. Let's see. So let me show you really quick. So it was an event of course, bigger women, all at this pool party. And another guy that I follow, I don't know if you follow him, but he reposted and said that, oh, did he delete it? He better not have deleted it. It was just posted like yesterday.
Gotta stand on your shit, my guy.
I know, I'm like, hey, you had like 900 likes. You better not even. Um, oh no, he didn't. It's just he just reposted like a whole bunch of okay, here it goes. So he wrote, as a community, we only take health seriously when it's too late. Y'all have fun though. So this is the you can't it's not really showing.
Well, I can see, keep it right there. I can see it.
Yeah. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody is super huge. And then people are attacking him, saying, leave people alone, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, you need to know that that's not healthy.
When
Not
is
healthy to be 400 pounds and then like, let me live my life. It's like, you're not going to live a life if
you
you
not
keep,
gonna?
what the heck? You're not going to have a life.
Because at that point, like, I mean, like, I get it, right? If you comfortable, I look at things from both perspectives. Like, for example, if I was that weight, I would hope as a homie, you would be like, "Hey, Rich, you getting a little big fella," and I'm like, "No, man. Sometimes you need that. Like, I
Yeah.
get it. You don't want to, step on somebody's toes, but would you rather have a yes man, or would you have, somebody who just be,
Make you
real,
better. It makes
make
you
you
better. You have like I read somebody said like you're not at your greatest potential if you're that big
you
because
oh, you not.
you can't like you're not athletic. You can't. I mean, it's not everyone's gonna be an athlete, but you're not mobile like you can be.
You
You're
feel like
probably
shit.
spending time in like the hospitals or medication, or you're always hurting, or some. I can name so many coworkers, former coworkers don't work there no more, but former coworkers who, I mean, it was just had pills all up in their bags, and
Come on,
I got to go to the doctor for
man.
this. And I'm like, lose some weight, lose some weight. You're like 300
Let's
pounds.
go. Let's go fix all of that. Cause like,
I'm sure, yeah, it will clean up a lot of those issues. Just freaking lose some weight.
cause like think about it. Like, and the thing with with the medicine, they tell you all these side effects. Like, it's no way in here. Like, for example, my mom, she had this giant pill case, and like, there's no way in the hell you should be taking all these fucking pills.
Mm-mm.
There is zero way.
That's what I told my dad. Like, do not take that over the counter stuff. Just clean your diet.
Just clean your so sad. Clean your diet, get in the gym.
Yeah. He was an athlete too, but he's just like, it's so hard, because when you grow up poor, you have like the poor meals and the favorites that you like and all this. Like, I used to eat this with this, and this is my favorite snack. It's like,
Can't
that's
do
so
that no more,
terrible.
Dad. You can't
No,
do
you can't eat like that.
that.
You're not 12.
You can't do that shit no more. Those because my mom the same way. And I know we was talking about this yesterday because I went I know you said you spent time with your dad yesterday.
Mhm.
Um like I feel like we become their parents after a while. Like the role and they hate it.
Don't keep flying around me. Yeah, no, we do. I'm always like, he's always like, yes, ma'am. Every time I tell him something, I'm like,
Yeah.
well, then listen.
Just listen to me. I know what's best. It's like it's their little pride. Like
Yeah.
they can't accept it. My mom have the most she has the most unhealthiest diet. She'll drink a crap ton of Pepsi. She'll eat her fried
Oh, my dad was a
chickens.
Pepsi person.
Fiend,
That was
freaking Pepsi fiend. And I'm like, yo, this ain't healthy for you.
No, I
But
told
then
him, I said, there's aborted fetal cells in that. Don't drink that.
we'll let you know all the truth. And then too, like I don't like for example, during the pandemic, you healthy eating, right? Because you can't unhealthy eating because you can't do shit. So I gained like 20, 30 pounds. So I came back to the States. And I'm looking, when you uncomfortable looking at yourself in pictures or you're uncomfortable in clothes, I'm like, hell no, bro.
Yeah.
So
After this, I'm going to.
I'm not going out like this. I got my ass in the gym. I've been lifting for a year and some change after that. I'm not going like that. I ain't going out like that.
Some guys are fortunate enough to like be able to lose easier than women.
Fuck that. Fuck
No?
that. Not
You don't think
from.
so?
I feel like.
I think if you were on the same diet or the same type of plan, the man will probably lose it faster
Why do
than,
you think that? I'm
because we just
curious.
have more body fat because of carrying children.
Fair, fair. I've been peeping yo.
And, and
Yo.
we need body fat, so can't just be too skinny.
No,
Unless
that's
you don't want to
true.
have a kid, but
I guess like everybody's like weight goal different. Like if you 400 pound I don't want to say person, that sounds so mean. 400 pound lovely individual who just loves their food. You gotta do some cardio. You gotta do some cardio, Because it's just not healthy, bro. Like everyone should experience being in their physical apex peak. Like the level of
some point
confidence
in your life,
at
some point.
some point, I promise you, it is the most confident booster. You just walk around knowing that you the shit, and your energy screams, "I'm the shit." Like
Yeah.
when people see the gains, they know what you used to look like versus now, and just everything. It's just a completely different zone,
People treat
and
you different.
they treat you
They treat you more
because think about
serious.
like how often do you work out? I know you work out a lot, but how often do you work out a week?
5 days a week.
5 days a week. Okay. Now, let's say it's a guy you talking to or just somebody you chatting with, right? And they're gonna take you seriously just based on the fact that observing you, knowing that you put in that fucking work to get your body to where it is.
Mm-hmm.
We know what it takes. We know what it takes. So people take you serious. People take you serious that way.
Yeah, because you have a goal, you have discipline. I think that's like what attracts people is the discipline, or at least some people. Not everybody has
Yeah, not
standards
a
and goals, but You know, for me, like if you have discipline, if you're on a routine and you don't deviate from it, and you have the mentality to be like, no, I need to do this because it's important to me. Then,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Cause
not like lazy, no goals,
no,
just whatever.
we ain't autopiloting through life.
No.
We ain't doing that. And plus, like you get a high after the workout too. I live for that high. Like once you're done, after you finish your set, it's the most rewarding feeling ever.
Yeah.
It's the most for it. I'm telling you, if you listen to this episode, guys, I don't want to hear it's hard and no, bro, you stick to 1 or 2 days, whatever you do. It better be a non-negotiable.
Look in the mirror and see if that's enough motivation.
Shit. Matter of fact, look at yourself naked in the mirror and say, "Do I feel comfortable?" If you say no, then there's your answer.
If you think you get more negative comments than positive ones, well, this day and age, it'd probably compliment you, and no matter what you look like.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's
body
true.
shaming, body shaming. It's like, yes, I am shaming you because we need to bring back shame. We need to bring back shame and
Constructive criticism.
so people can change.
Yeah, because people get too comfortable, man. Because like I get it, you don't want to hurt somebody. Just don't be rude. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can be a constructive criticism.
Yeah. I mean, I think I say things with enough like harshness that's not like mean.
Yeah.
But like one of my friends, I told her, because she met her boyfriend, he's very in shape, and she was kind of taking, fitness serious at the beginning, and then she kind of stopped. And I told her, I said, do you want him to wake up one day and look at you like, yeah, no, because she just kind of stopped working out.
Yeah.
But she has the mindset of like, well, he loves me. Like, but he can love you and not be attracted to you.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have attraction, but like you want that first.
You see what I'm saying? It's just like, ooh, I'm interested in you kind of shit. But then like when you in the trenches, like when you start working out, and the work you put in, and you look over to you would want to know that your partners, you don't gotta be the biggest Hulk Hogan motherfucker in the world, but at least just look like you work out. That's all we want. Just sometimes
not have any type of shape, but have a shape.
don't be out here.
Everybody has a shape.
No, I'll be seeing some people I've never seen. So I had switched gyms recently. And it's my first time.
Planet Fitness.
No, I switched from Planet Fitness. No, fuck that.
Planet Fitness, I just laugh at every time somebody posts a video. I'm like, why is it always at Planet Fitness?
Hey, Planet, it got the job done when if Planet Fitness is for those who you just need to get the training wheels. You see what I'm saying? And then once you get, certain mass and blah, 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 you want better equipment, you switch, which I'm glad I fucking did.
Yeah, I think that's like baby steps in toe gym.
Big ass baby steps. But then because you want to be around people. Random rant. I'm sorry, because this should be pissing me off. At Planet, this is a Planet Fitness hating rant right here. I don't understand why people look at you and throw shade. Like, if it's somebody for example,
other members.
Yeah, other members, and we doing the same shit, bro. I don't get for example, I look for the biggest guy in a room. If you got a bigger chest than me, bigger arms, bigger back, blah, blah, blah. I'm studying you. What are you doing? That's motivation. Why am I hating? But people just be mean mugging you. And I'm like, bro, we doing the same shit. Just put in more work. That's all it is.
Do you like a more like those type of gyms, or like a gritty, like garage, no AC type gyms?
I haven't had an experience like that, but that's something I would want. I want I just want a old school Hard Knocks gym. I want to have that experience, just be in the trenches, because I realize working out with people who are bigger than you, you realize you ain't doing shit until you working out with them.
Yeah,
because they put you through some shit. But the one I go to now, it's just I saw somebody on steroids for the first time. I was like, whoa, this is weird. Why are you on steroids, bro? This is
just eat.
Just each protein. Because
it's hard though. It's so hard to eat. Like, I don't like to have 3 smoothies a day.
I kind of
I don't want to eat.
them.
I don't like cooking. I don't cook. I'm as convenient as it can be. Like, and I get the people are like, it's so hard, it's so hard. It's hard to gain and maintain where you want to be.
Yeah, it is.
You can gain and then keep gaining.
Yeah.
If you want to stay in one, that's hard. If you, I need to stay in this little window right here, like that's difficult.
Cause
Anybody can gain weight.
yeah, everybody can gain weight. Fuck that. So what show are you just wanting to be toned? I know everybody's goal is different with their fitness journey.
I think I follow some girls now. They're kind of bigger, more muscular.
Yeah.
I don't want to like not bodybuilder, but some people just want to tone out, whatever that means.
Yeah.
But I actually want to get like more bulky. Not really my arms, but a little bit. My arms are kind of small. I want them to be a little bit bigger.
Just get a little tricep.
I just want somebody to be able to look at me and be like, okay, yeah, she could probably punch me and it will hurt.
I think people probably think that regardless of the energy.
I know, because I have a RBF.
It's just your energy screams, don't fuck with me. I'm telling you.
And I was thinking about that the other day because I was like, man, I stay so quiet a lot of times on like so much, like the amount of people in my life who have been so disrespectful or so like hater or try to get me fired or all kinds of stuff. And I don't say anything. I say nothing. And it's like, it never works out for them in the end. Like I can outlast you. I can outlast anyone. If you want to have a staring contest, I'm gonna win. If you want to have I will never talk to you. I had an old coworker, some years ago, who tried to get me fired. And is just being a hater, whatever. I had a great first year with her. Second year just turned into chaos. Tried to get me fired. So I found out, and of course the kids like all turned on her, and
damn, the kids turned on her? Of
course. You know, kids talk.
Yeah, they do.
So they were like, oh, you ain't messing with my favorite teacher like that.
Oh, me.
So I went into that classroom every single day, and I never said one word to her for 2 years. And I worked with her in the same room, never spoke.
That's real.
You're gonna win. I'm gonna win. I can out silence you. And I mean, every person that they've ended up moving away, or you know, they lost the position or whatever. And it's like, see, when you stay quiet.
Hey, because like your energy is pure and like your intentions are good. So like the everything always situates itself. Always.
I think, it always works out for you, especially if you're not the one doing the extra. Like people, it exposes. Kind of like I told that journalist yesterday, it's gonna go NPR, by the way. Let me put a plug in.
Hey, go ahead.
This interview that I'm doing,
yes,
or that I did, was about.
Congrats on that too, by the way.
Well, I don't know. We'll see how it comes out. So yeah, my tweet that went viral, and all I said was what I asked. Oh, I said, how serious is the war in Ukraine? And then I put them, as in not me speaking. This is how they are perceiving this message. So I posted 3 pictures from the photo shoot.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So, of course, I got a lot of backlash. And you think it's fake? You're a genocide supporter.
Oh God!
I mean, you're responsible. You're responsible for the deaths over here.
You're responsible?
I'm responsible.
Damn.
Somehow I'm responsible for the killings.
Shit, I'm sorry.
And so I was like thinking in my head. And then I had one person who made like his whole Twitter account about me.
No way.
Posted like screenshots of all my posts, obviously, because there's nothing that's out there that I haven't posted before.
Who got time for this?
This person. And so they were like,
get your money up, brother.
Oh man, let me tell you this. I have a thread, and I'm gonna expose where she eats and where she gets her hair cut at, and all these things. And I'm gonna make it public if she doesn't respond and apologize in 3 days. So I quote tweeted it, and I said, it's already public because I posted it. How do you think you found it?
Goofy.
And then that was it. That's all I said. That was the last thing I said. Oh yeah. And then he commented back, oh, so you have time to read this, but you don't have time to post about You're right. I don't have time. I do have time for this though. Like, so again, so this interview is supposed to be, from what this lady said, was about that photo shoot. And I don't know if it's centered just around me or if it's like, I'm just have a quote in there or something.
Yeah.
But I think it's just going to be about me, which I told her, I said, do not make me sound like some crazy conspiracy theorist. She's like, oh, we will. Okay. Well, you'll bring more attention to me. It
exactly.
So I mean, we recorded it. We did a Zoom. I recorded it. I recorded the audio. And I told her, I said, this isn't the first time. And I told her, like, I have background in this. So I'm not oblivious. I'm not just some random person. Like, this is my background. This is what I went to school for. So I know what to look for. I know what will happen if you write something that's not true. Like that kid, what's the kid that he sued like CNN, or no, he sued the Washington Post.
Damn.
I want to say he got like millions of dollars because what was his name? Nick something. It was a white kid, and he was facing like some dude. I don't know if he was like Native American, whatever.
Damn.
And it was a Catholic school, and they made him seem like he was some like white racist MAGA kid.
Yeah.
But he was just like, they were just staring at each other because the guy was like beating drums in his face.
Damn.
And he was just standing there like smiling, and then it got reported like he was some smug, like he has this look on his face like he's so much better, blah blah blah, whatever. I guess he got so much backlash that it like ended up affecting his life. Obviously, you're on freaking national news and you seem to like be like a racist, whatever. But he sued them and he won like millions of dollars.
God damn. See, that's what I don't understand. Like, if every media's lies were being exposed, everybody getting paid at that point.
I thought, let y'all say something out of line. I'm gonna get everybody to come and start commenting, tagging.
Cut me a check.
Yeah.
Cut me a check for you.
I'm like, if you tag them, I'm gonna give you a piece. I'm gonna give you a piece. I'll give you a piece. Crazy. I told her, I said, I've had articles written, 2 different people, but they wrote them differently. One introduced me like conspiracy crazy girl, and the other one was just like Twitter user, blah 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 blah. I said, that's how it should be done.
Yeah.
Don't put your opinion on what you think about me. And she was like, that's fair. That's fair. I'm like, yeah, it is fair. Be fair.
Should be common sense.
I'm not like, I didn't say anything crazy. I just said it looks ridiculous for somebody to take something serious when you're doing a high fashion photo shoot. And it's not that, I don't know what the clothes they're wearing, how much it costs or whatever, but Vogue is associated with high fashion.
So how does that got to do with the stuff that's going on in Ukraine? How does that?
Well, and people say, well, it's bringing, again, I don't know if they're bots. I don't know what, but I say, well, it's bringing awareness. That's not the only outlet that you can use to bring. And I was telling the journalist, I said, Western mindset and Eastern European mindset are 2 totally different things. So we look at Vogue like high fashion. Now they have Vogue Italy, Vogue this, Vogue, like, you should too. But why y'all are not understanding the propaganda? Like, that's where our propaganda is different than theirs. So I just don't even bother responding because they're not going to get it. And so then they're like, oh, and I'm reading threads about me, and it's like, oh, she doesn't respond to anyone, and she just, because she knows she's wrong.
Why would I give you my energy?
I don't have time. I don't have time. Like, how do you, and I was thinking this before we got on, I said, why do people expect people to comment on issues that have nothing to do with them? Like, who am I? Why do I need to talk about some country, not Ukraine, but like somebody was mentioning something else, and I was like, I never heard of that. What is that? No, that's not even in our news anywhere.
It's not.
But you want me to somehow find it and then talk about it to people who are like, who's that? What's that?
But then too, don't forget, we have to raise capital to send over to them for the relief funds. We have to make sure.
Yeah, and then you want me to be compassionate and you're giving me death threats? Like, I didn't, and that was the problem I had with the whole BLM thing. Like, you don't go to people at their table, and I saw a lady pick up somebody's drink and drink it. Have a megaphone and you're in their face while they're trying to eat, that's not gonna that makes people hate you more.
Oh yeah,
I
we
even
fighting you
hate it
doing
more.
that.
Yeah,
That's
she hand picked
disrespectful.
it up and just like put it back down. I'm like, ew.
Come on now, that's fighting words, girl. That's fighting words.
There's just no need to explain it. I told that journalist, I said, just like you have your pains, I have mine. There's no need for us to go back and forth, especially if you've already made up your mind about it.
Yeah.
Like, this, there's always going to be somebody who don't like it. Who cares? Post it, say it, whatever. Keep scrolling.
If it don't relate to you, keep scrolling. If you like it, retweet it. It's that simple. It's that
Right.
simple.
Except if
People.
you're the mayor of my city, I talk to him all the time on.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
real.
I hear you. You get on my nerves. But everyone else, I'm just like, a stranger, whatever.
We don't know these people, and you ain't paying
Yeah,
my bills. I ain't having sex with you. You ain't my mom and daddy. I don't give a fuck.
yeah. They're like, I'll pay for your ticket to come to Ukraine. Sure.
Why would I do that? Please,
Oh,
please. Why, sir? So we can have an intellectual conversation with me
yeah,
fearing for my life.
yeah.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Oh, people are just
Boy,
so ridiculous and just unrealistic. I think that's the biggest thing. People have become so unrealistic
I think
that
they're
I'm
just
like,
talking just to talk.
wow, like no one in their right mind would do that or say that. Or
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not real or reasonable.
Like, where's the logic in that? With that happening?
There is no logic anymore.
Exactly.
Like I don't know if you've seen the story of the trans cheerleader who
No,
choked
I seen it briefly. What happened?
a 25-year-old man who's dressed as a cheerleader now, choked out allegedly, you have to say allegedly,
Yeah, allegedly.
allegedly choked a 17-year-old for saying that they didn't want to cheer with a man, pretty much. Something along those lines. Like he was hurt by the words.
So
And
the man decided to choke the woman
the other
cheerleader.
two, yeah, the female cheerleader. Her dad said, he still has a penis and um something else, testosterone, I don't know, something like that. And he said, I will kill
Yeah.
anyone who touches my daughter. That was a quote from, I guess, the guy. He said, oh, the dad said this, whatever.
What the
First of all, why
fuck?
are you 25 with 17-year-olds?
Come on now. Elephant in the room.
Second of all, you look how you look. Somebody's gonna talk. It's not normal.
Yeah.
People just want like
Is it with
social media.
validation?
Yeah, the social media has given people a false sense of reality that everyone thinks like that. Because you
Yeah.
have a lot of retweets or reposts, like that is such a small percentage compared to the real world. You
Come
can't
on
go out
now.
there looking like that. Everybody don't got Twitter.
And then even still, like some people, like if you're looking at someone's transgendered into a man, like if you're
They go
having a
brawl a
conversation,
dude.
you go slip up and say, hey, whatever the woman, or whatever the case might be, just we know the truth. And I'm
Yeah.
not, and then I don't know that I feel like that the whole trans thing is a sticky subject, honestly. Because like I get it. If you feel uncomfortable in your body, do what you gotta do. I don't care about that. But then when you're trying to like be forced to be seen, like with the whole cheerleading thing, like you go get people who accepting, who not accepting. I don't know. It's a sticky ass
It's
situation.
like don't even bring it to the public because you're the one that's gonna look bad.
Yeah.
You like there's the you're a man choking a girl.
How was that gonna look?
Like it doesn't matter if you have a skirt on. You're look like he's big, like his shoulders, like he's a big guy
Yeah.
with long hair. You still have your parts. You're a man. Like what? I don't know what
Come
kind of
on.
delusional. But like what kind
Why
of
did
life?
you
Where do I
think?
live?
Why'd you think that was okay?
And why do you think we're gonna be on your side?
Right. Come on, bro. Hell no. Fuck that shit. Because I don't. It's a whole agenda going on right now. Because I've been peeping too. Like, I'll see some. Like, I'll be on TikTok randomly. I'll see some shit on Sesame Street randomly, and they doing a whole agenda with the kids. I'm like, y'all some sick motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Y'all trying to program them this young?
I had a transgender student who I had for 3 years, and he, I called him by his
Mm-hmm.
government name, but he never, and it wasn't like I was doing it like, but he never said like, oh, I want to be called this. Like he just stayed to himself a lot.
Yeah.
And we ended up being like really cool, but he wasn't someone who was like, I want my rights, and was loud about it. And so I would walk into the restroom and he'd be in there, but it's like, and I try to tell people, it's not the hate towards a person. It's like
Right.
what you're doing. You're trying to force people to like live like you. Like everybody's not gonna live like you.
Can't force it.
You can't force it. Like I have friends who got vaccinated 25 times. Cool, we'll hang out, we'll go eat. But
exactly,
it's not that person, it's what you're trying to push on people. Like, nobody wants to be told what to do and how to live and what to say and what not to say. Like
in our free will, it ain't free will at that point. You telling me how to behave. And I don't know about you. I'm a rebel. I don't like being told what to do. I do the opposite.
I will do the opposite because you said, yeah, it's the Scorpio rising in me.
I peeped it. Yeah, a Scorpio's hell no. Because even like with certain situations, like I should be technically your boss right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't tell me. It's like a little rebel. It's like the little devil come on the other side. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it just because I want to let you know. Yeah, I'm alpha.
Not the one to play with. Yeah, like my other coworker who's I would text her all the time. We ended up both leaving the school that we were at last, but she is a Scorpio too, and she is so aggressive. And she's the mean lady. I'm like, she's cool. I like her. I like the way she teaches.
I understand her. We just say, no, I feel you gotta. I get it. People call us troublemakers, or no, we're not yes people. We're not defiant, and we know what we want. We'll all do stuff within reason, but if it don't make sense to me, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. And some people just comply just because it's a rule. It's like, you're not going to question it. You're not going to say, why are we doing this? Why do we have to do this? And I've had like, sometimes like, I feel like I'll need to I have the energy to ask people, like when I went to New York and the guy was like, you need to put a mask on. I said, aren't you tired?
I remember that. That's how I first found your page. I was like, you a freaking real one for posting this.
Aren't you tired of this? Aren't you tired of all of this? And he's like, it's only a few seconds. I'm like, and I gotta go.
And I seen that. I was like, damn, because you didn't. I haven't seen anybody who during that COVID time who just like, yo, don't y'all see this is wrong? And because like some of what Zuby was saying too, like the more you just go along with something, the worse shit get, and that's literally what happened until shit came out. Man, just make it make sense. Just make it make sense.
Yeah, I just did a podcast about. Well, I did podcast about my viral tweet, but what the effects of going viral and just the insanity of people and the unrealistic mindsets and like what is going on, y'all. And you can't expect people to be compassionate towards you when you're telling them to die.
Come on, and that's extreme. Like I never understood like death threats. Like how can you utter that out your mouth? Like, I wish you would die. It's like, no, why would you say some fucked up evil shit like that?
Yeah. And I was actually, there was a video from Selma Hayek that kind of went viral, which was talking about when you don't know, like, okay, do you believe in like voodoo?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't know, and this is a question I was asked, if you don't know about a curse, like if you didn't know somebody put a curse on you, will you be cursed?
For me, okay, me personally answering that question, I would say no, because I know my spiritual team would,
like protect
me with that.
Okay, let's say if you know about it, you act in your life as in like, now anything that happens to you, it was from that. It's from that. So you give it that energy.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah. So this video that she said, she was talking about, if I'm angry at you and I start yelling at you in Spanish, you don't know what I'm saying. So you can't even react to the words. You can't feel it. You don't know. It just keeps bouncing off because you're just like, what are you talking about? It doesn't affect you. So all these people who are writing to me in freaking Russian and whatever language, and I'm like, I don't even know what that says. It's just a bunch of lines and circles, and so it doesn't affect me. So people are like, how are you dealing with that? How are you handling? I'm like, I can't even read it. I don't even
Exactly.
know what it says. So it doesn't
That's
affect me. That's
real.
why I'm just like, whatever, who cares?
No, I feel that because it's like, yeah, unless I say like I accept whatever you're saying. Like for example, if somebody tell me, "Hey, Rich, have a great day," I'll say, "I receive, and I hope you have a great day as well." Just
Mhm.
But if I'm not, I don't like you said, I don't know what the fuck this says. You could
Yeah.
be, the fuck. No, like I get that's an interesting point because it's
Mhm.
like, okay, let's say you listen to a song and the song was like, "Well, I hope you die," for example. I mean, shit, I ain't dying. I'm
Yeah.
good.
That was what happened during COVID because people were telling me, well, you better put a mask on. You're going to get COVID. I said, I'm not going to get COVID because I say I'm not going to get COVID. And I don't know how many times I said that phrase. And they're like, oh, how do you know? I'm like, because I know, because I'm saying it.
Come on now.
Like, that's it. I'm not getting it. And I haven't. I'm,
How dare you speak your own reality? What's
I
wrong with
know. Oh my
you?
gosh, how dare you manifest?
You're such a bad, terrible person.
Like,
Oh, that'd be pissing me off when people they'll be like,
they project onto you what they feel.
yeah. And I'm like, bro, do you don't so that the thing is people like you're either manifesting consciously or subconsciously, but most of the people are manifesting unconsciously. So like they can't fathom the fact that, hey, we create this shit. So when you correct somebody who's trying to project on you, they be looking all weird. Like, huh?
Mhm.
Like, no, bro, like this ain't that. This ain't.
That's my biggest frustration with my students when be like, oh, it's test day, and like, I'm gonna fail.
There you
I'm
go.
like,
Because you
oh,
said that.
I hate when they said that. Like, yeah, you are because you say you are.
But even if you didn't study, right? Let's say you ain't study for the quiz,
Yeah.
and your intuition is guiding you through that 10 questions.
Mm-hmm.
You go know the answer, and somehow
Yeah.
you go past that thing.
I hate when they would say that. I hate when they would say, I'm broke, I'm broke. I'm like, ew,
Yeah,
that is so gross.
don't ever
Ew,
say
I
that.
do not like to
That
be around people
irritate
who say
me.
that. Even if they're trying to be funny, I'm like, nah,
It ain't
I don't
funny.
joke like that. I don't say that.
Hell no. Universe be like, bet,
Oh, you
bet.
think it's funny? Okay.
Them
I guess that's
AirPods you ain't losing 2 years. Guess what, buddy? Them things gone. You gotta buy
gone.
gone. Cause I didn't realize. So like we think like it'll be like $200 extra came out your check for taxes, for example.
Hmm.
But no, it'd be random shit you gotta rebuy. Like
Hmm.
just to be like, hey, actually, okay, you ain't abundant like you say you is. Go ahead, spend this money.
Hmm.
Go ahead. But people,
Yep.
I don't know. I'm really because I have to correct my friends on that shit too. Like, don't ever say you broke in front of me. Even if you can't afford it, like play around
Hmm.
with the reality. So if it's a shirt you physically can't afford to buy, okay, this is what I would say. I'd be like, wow, this black shirt looks just like the green one I bought. I can't wait to buy the second one so I can have a second option. Just
Hmm.
change
Hmm.
the story so you ain't so it's a different command.
Yeah, you
You
say
don't
soon. I always say soon. Like I don't have it now, but I'm gonna get it soon.
I
Cause
want
wait, what?
like it's still contradictory. I don't have it now. So that means you lacking.
Oh, okay.
You
Then
see
let
what I'm
me not do it.
saying? I'll be
I'm
like, or to
what if you
switch
just
like
say I'm having soon?
I'm gonna have a soon or I desire this. And just keep it like that. I
Yeah.
desire this. And so you offering that vibration, but don't ever anybody who listens, don't ever joke about that. Don't
Mm-mm.
ever joke about being broke. Ever.
Mm-mm.
You better start joking that you're abundant. That should be
Yeah.
your don't ever joke like that. But um I always ask this last question to my amazing guests. What would your message be to humanity during this time?
Ooh. Watch your words. And come to terms with the fact that everyone does not have your mindset. Just accept it. As much as I would love people to think like me, I know because I'm in reality that obviously they don't. So you got to learn how to live life with people who don't think like you
Yeah.
and just find out how you can work together.
I love this. It's a message everybody needs. Jalisa, thank you so much for being on part two of this amazing episode.
Of course. Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture real quick. Hold on. Pose. Oh, you can keep talking.
Oh, no. And guys,
Oh,
I forgot that it was still recorded. Guys, I appreciate you for just listening. And we're on a mission, man. We go keep helping the collective. Everybody who taps in every week, you're part of the family. And our mission is just to help the world, man. So I'm appreciative of everybody. Thank you. That was probably like an
thanks.
awkward little ending, but fuck it, YOLO.
I
Peace.
never know how to end them.
I make shit so awkward, guys. Just just keep being you. Keep being cool.